Travelogue. I'm your host, Yan, standing in the capital of the world's biggest country. No, I'm not mistaken. I'm standing by the site of Yuan Dynasty, China, when China's territory stretched from Pacific to Mediterranean. It all started with one man, Genghis Khan. We're going to take you to the Mongolian plateau, Erdos, to see how and where it all started.
For centuries, nomadic herders roamed in a steppe here, one of the most sparsely populated places in the world. It was until the 13th century, under the leadership of Genghis Khan, these nomadic tribes obtained a collective identity and started being known as Mongolians, the people on horseback. Erdos Islands played an important role in the life and death of Genghis Khan, the world's most powerful man of the time. In legend, Genghis Khan's army once took a break here and was in desperate need of water and food supply. Miraculously, his army dogs found traces of underwater in the middle of the desert. The army finished digging these 108 wells in one day. The day after, his well-charged army marched on and left these wells behind, something as valuable as life in the desert.
Look at my new pet. We should all stop wearing cashmere and come here hug them instead. Think about this place. Hundreds of wells, water still running. The hero might be gone, but the water still stays here, running, nurturing everyone. Everyone. I mean, you too.
It was just one of the thousands of legends that suggest how Genghis Khan has become a semi-god figure in Mongolian culture. The chosen one who was empowered and guided by heaven. When Genghis Khan set forth campaigns westwards against the Tenguts, a Chinese-style dynasty in northwest China known as Xixia, he consolidated his troops in Arsai. After conquering Xixia, Arsai became a name associated with victory and good omen. Later, a sacred Buddhist Mecca for Mongolians. A grand Lama temple used to stand on the top of the cave now is long gone, but luckily there are still traces preserved telling the glory of the time. It's no exaggeration to compare murals inside Arsai Rocky Cave with Dunhuang in terms of its historic importance and artistic achievements. This piece is especially valuable because it's believed to have featured all close members of Genghis Khan's own family. Other pieces documented battles, huntings, and national epics, an intriguing blend of symbolism and actual historic fact. Of course, the most common theme you find here is religion. For Mongolians, is Tibetan Buddhism.
Finally, I need to find a place to rest my sore legs after all this climbing. Look at this. Perfect spot, yeah? It's not just for me. According to legend, this was the holy spot where Genghis Khan rested his injured legs after one famous battle happened here.
Perfect, yeah? It's probably one of those legends circulating in the grassland, but at least I found this one was adequate. Mongolians didn't have a written language before Genghis Khan's time, so the Mongolian history was not written by themselves, but by foreigners who were directly or indirectly the victim of Mongol conquerors. It's not strange that Genghis Khan was recorded as nothing but a barbarian and ruthless invader, while among Mongolians he was known for building his power based on trust, loyalty, and generosity. The rich land and enchanting beauty had attracted Genghis Khan. He was recorded declaring, "I want to be buffed here after my death." In 1227, heading back to Mongolia after a victorious campaign against the Zenjoatians, Genghis Khan died. According to legend, he was buried here in Ordos. His grave was stamped down by the horse's hooves as a means of hiding the location. It said that after the burial, 2,000 men were slaughtered by some 800 soldiers who were in turn executed, so that the location of the real tomb remains a secret. In fact, at this time in the history, the Mongols had not yet developed a tomb culture as Han Chinese or the Persians, so it was more likely that Genghis' body was simply allowed to lie where it fell, following Mongolian nomadic burial tradition. His belongings were buried in memory of his great leader, and the site became Genghis Khan's mausoleum.
Boaz Temujin, meaning blacksmith, he achieved something much bigger, proclaiming himself as Genghis Khan, the king over a vast ocean, and conquered a territory that no one had ever done. No wonder today he's still remembered, revered, and worshipped like a semi-goddess. Here.
To Mongolians, Genghis Khan is not only a national hero who united all the Mongol tribes and carved out the largest contiguous land empire in world history. He's also become a powerful deity that can bless anyone who comes in to pay respect at his spiritual domain. Genghis Khan's last word to his sons were, "With heaven's aid, I've conquered for you a huge empire, but my life was too short to achieve the conquest of the world. That is left to you." This mission was shouldered down and partially accomplished by Kublai Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan. China was under Mongolian rule during the 13th and 14th century, recorded as Yuan Dynasty. 500 nomadic families of Genghis Khan's clan were picked to stand guard at the mausoleum. They were subsequently renamed the Duhut people, which means guards of the sacred mausoleum in Mongolian. When we come to visit someone's house, of course we know we should bring some gift. But when we come here to visit a house of semi-divine for Mongolian people, I hope I can do all the things right. Since the Great Khan has become a half-god figure, a concomitant part of Mongolian religion, naturally, Duhut people also became the official shaman to perform blessing ceremony for believers.
아오락치 애우저바우디 전시영상 같은 애쟁기겐데 나무린 수사리는 신인 돌아간도 기능지가 아메나 사체르웨레 게르마 사탐데르 버게타엠 바톨란다 바로 자넨들 하들 우리 팀이 자는 우르고 저르고 스네는 우르고 저 자마선에 나르도 잘로 버터 선선한 무슨 스네는 그 지름부터 저는 나르도 딱
These are the famous holy horses guarding the Muslim of Genghis Khan. They're free as a bird, never settled, never be ridden, as you can see. And now they probably need to be ridden and go for diet today. Whee! Can you put here? It's easy to make friends, even with holy horses, if you get the right thing to offer.
Since the establishment of Yuan Dynasty, the interplay of nomadic and sedentary way of life started to force its way through from the fringe to the very core of the state, affected and modified the evolution of Chinese society. Mongolians' initial attempt of turning entire China into a huge pasture failed. The dynasty of